My peasants are no longer my biggest demographic. Holy shit.
Nice. Damn, Brazil has almost 4 million slaves.
That's the good shit.
Exactly. I should do that.
I have a 3-year construction queue that goes up to 144.
Hey Travis, would you be able to help me with the Civil War?
I can send a army over.
Well, better than none.
Yeah.
I
mean,
can
unless you
also
can pay
send
off
an
my
army.
debt.
If there's a civil war, they won't be attacking me. I can send my good army.
Man, it's always the religious assholes.
Damn, that's a big revolt. And in like the worst part of Russia to have a revolt. It completely surrounds the capital.
That's gonna suck too, because it's probably going to delete most of your good buildings in that area.
I've had several rebellions in this game, and they've never deleted a single building. They've only canceled things on the construction queue, and that's it.
I've seen them destroy construction sectors. I've seen them delete railroads, and I've seen them delete, I think, 3 logging camps before.
And none of mine have ever deleted anything. In fact, they finished some of my construction for me.
That's weird, because usually anything I have in the queue, it gets immediately deleted once
Yeah, I've seen them delete
happened.
most of the queue, but I've also seen them finish a couple things. Like, I got them back. I'm like, I don't remember building this. This was in the queue. I thought this would have gotten canceled. I narrated that, like, much earlier in the series. Money's doing well. Probably because of the barracks. Oh, and it's perfect timing. I finally got to a point in the queue where I'm building up more barracks for another army.
I separated my barracks queues a while ago, and I still haven't even touched my construction queue.
I have so much stuff I still need to build. I finally turned everything over to steel for construction, but I've more than doubled, or basically like doubled my construction capacity. I've more than doubled since the beginning of the session. I do still need more resources to make it fully self-sufficient though. But I need other things too. Like I've gotten all these crazy shortages. By the way, the only one I have any active trade routes of my own with right now is China. It's changed a little bit. Like I'm not exporting as many tools to you because I guess you don't need them as much. I'm importing a lot of clothes from you, and I'm exporting you iron. France is importing a lot of grain from me. A whole lot. And somehow I'm positive, but I'm not sure what I did to do that. Like, I have positive grain. I have no idea how that happened. Alright, I have accepted the war.
Hey, you guys are evenly matched in military.
In permanent military, he has over 400 conscripts.
And I can't even deploy a single army without going into severe debt.
Yep. I'm gonna mobilize
Oh
my
my
main
God.
army.
I thought that just said Austria joined religious Russia. I would have cried.
Oh, Austria sides
Oh,
with
they're
Russia. That's
jumping.
awesome. That'll make this a lot easier. They got that whole western front they're gonna take care of.
For some reason, my army has to go all the way to Archangel. I can never see that fucking state. Archangel. Whatever. That place.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know
I
what
have
you're
to.
talking about.
I have to go all the way over there just to get on the front line, which is a little bit stupid.
We're gonna need more engines when the military is actually up, so I'll place a couple more motor industries in the queue. This is gonna be my first time sending troops overseas. Do I have to wait for them to fully mobilize before I can tell them where to go?
No.
Okay, how do I, so how does this work? Deploy to front?
I also asked Venezuela.
Okay, so I use deploy to front to send them somewhere?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I guess I should take this big eastern front.
That's what I did.
It's a very long
Moscow's
travel
not
time to get
full.
there.
Their capital is St. Petersburg.
Actually, I'm gonna take a different front. Because I have, like, equal travel time to them all due to either having to go through a fuck ton of China or, like, overseas. I'm gonna take one that, like, nobody's on.
I'm just going to St. Petersburg.
I'm going to the Caucasus. I think I might have discovered a new mechanic.
What would that be?
The supply network.
Yeah, that sucks.
So anytime I send dudes overseas, I need a certain amount of convoys for them, basically.
Correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm going to need more ports. One reason to make a lot more ports, for sure. Definitely. I mean, shit, dude. Some of these should probably just get maxed out. Hell, I could max out quite a bunch of these. I mean, it's just going to need clippers, right? Let's put this up to 5. Ah, fuck it. I'll just max it out in all the places that are low on this stuff. If we end up needing more clippers, then we can just make more shipyards when we need it. Apparently, Hokkaido could use some clippers. War has broken out. That's a lot of enemy troops.
Here we go.
I'll build some clippers right here, because we haven't started doing that yet. This should raise the demand for clippers as well, which would actually allow me to swap more of those things over, because I don't think they're all swapped over even. No, they're not. A lot of them say they won't be productive. Still, interestingly. But I think they'll have the opportunity. Oh, more of them are swapped over than ever before, though. Well, a lot of these are just overseas as well. Still, a lot of them did swap over. A lot more than was suggested would swap over, have swapped over. Oh yeah, and more of them are becoming like profitable with it. So that's good. Well, my second army's barracks are almost done, and we have so much stuff queued up in the meantime that I've been queuing up for so long. Thankfully, it doesn't seem like money's a problem with mobilizing the troops, but I still don't have an insane amount of troops. It's so funny seeing like the Chinese just rapidly moving across the world. It's funny when the armies are just moving at the speed of light. Also kind of weird. Did 2 Sicilies join the enemy?
Yes.
Did Mexico join the enemy?
Yeah.
Yes.
What the fuck kind of war is this?
Welcome to Victoria 3.
It's like, every war is a world war. Russia, 2 Sicilies, and Mexico. Alright. The Japs have arrived in the Caucasus. Took a while.
Nice.
We had to go across a long ways to get here, but I formed up a front, and there's barely any enemies here. They're all Mexican.
I'm killing Mexicans too.
Hell yeah, brother! This is
Gonna
my
build her
first
all
ever,
around
like,
St. Petersburg.
foreign attack. Look at this. Overview, battles, active battles. So a battle has started.
FYI, Moscow is my capital.
Yeah, and it's currently fucking surrounded by the looks of it.
I know.
That's your whole original
Bro.
force there.
Bro is holding on for dear life.
Looks like he's getting his ass beat, honestly.
Yeah.
He's completely surrounded, getting his ass beat.
Well, at the very least, that army should be teleported.
He's losing that fight.
I have taken St. Petersburg.
What the hell's happening to this front? So I took this, and now I have to move over here to continue the front. That's quite interesting. Not sure how or why that is. Tomsk, Crimea?
Nice.
It is over here. I've secured part of the Caucasus. Now we're apparently moving to Crimea. A river. Get it? Crimea River? Crimea River. That's so funny. The unit movement to get to the front is really wacky. Like, I'm going to, like, the corner of the front to join the front. It's kind of strange.
I've already lost naval invasions due to the frontline system. I can't wait for the whole system to be redone.
If they redo it.
I've heard rumors that they're at least going to do the Navy part, so hopefully they do the Army as well.
It's so interesting seeing, like, Shogun-looking Japanese dudes just fighting Russians.
Like how it was meant to be.
Thankfully, I'm winning every attack. This is my first time going on, like, a big offensive somewhere. Especially overseas. Oh, yeah, that's a lot of dead Mexicans. Jesus Christ. It's interesting, like, the front and then all these battles that spawn along it. It's an interesting system. It still does seem inferior to Hearts of Iron 4's system. It's like the same thing, but
So much worse.
but it's lesser.
Like, watching people play it, I was like, okay, this is cool, you know, hands-off approach, you know, that's cool. But then now actually playing the game, like, yeah, I can understand why people hate it. It does suck.
It's not consistent, but it's not as bad as I've heard it was. But this is after improvements.
Yeah, it used to be, like, complete
Oof.
AIDS.
Dead Japs. No dead Japs. Bad.
Oh, but I'm already up to 30,000 interest.
Wow, there's a lot of these battles. I don't really know if there's a lot to say about most of them. We're just winning, like, basically all of them, so.
And I lost St. Petersburg.
All play, no work. Fire a general.
Why?
Ooh,
Are we gonna win this?
he's too valuable?
Looking like no.
Is it this guy?
I'll pull some other armies out,
It
but
is.
they take like forever to mobilize.
I just keep him. He's too valuable. He's on the front. I'm doing what I can. The Austro-Hungarians have joined my front. Oh, bye Mexico.
Mexico has fucked off.
Alright, well, that's less to fight. We do have way more troops on our side, it seems. Austria-Hungary is a lot of it. They seem to be doing pretty well.
Except for St. Petersburg.
Oh, 2 Sicilies is gone. Okay, well, this is getting better. Is that something you're doing?
No, not at all. Only Austria and Hungary needs to commit all the forces.
Good job, China. At St. Petersburg, you're kicking ass.
I am.
Yeah, I saw you start winning fights.
Oh, cool.
I just looked over, you're kicking some ass. They have a lot of troops there, though. But I'm pushing up through the Caucasus. I'm getting closer to your capital.
Yeah, if my capital's free, the war score will not go down.
Oh, hey, I see your army has joined me. Welcome. Gantry cranes, steamships for shipyards, industrial ports for ports. Oh, gosh, that's a lot of things to look at while I'm at war. Buddy, we don't even have reinforced wooden ships everywhere yet. Like, dude, now we have this? I don't know. Like, that's asking quite a lot. Maybe it's just the demand isn't there yet, is the thing. When the demand's there, it might go better. Steamers. I don't even have steamers. I can't even use that. The fishing trawlers? Yeah, I don't have steamers. Although that would make clippers not needed, which is kind of funny. Could also use them on the ports. It's cool, but we don't have that. I don't even know what you need for that. Can I build that? I don't think so. That Russian war support's still going down.
And fast.
And fast.
Oh, is it because you turned into a democracy? I didn't even notice that.
Oh yeah, you're a democracy.
I just
Hey, that happened when I was attacked. My morale is starting to drop a lot, partially because I cannot supply my army.
And I'm gonna have my own civil war.
We are still winning, I think. Oh, not here, we're not. What do they show up with? Oh god, that's a giant stack. Oh, Austria's gone.
That ain't good.
That's like a GG right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Russia?
I just say a monarchy then.
Whoa.
What?
I got kicked out.
Yeah, you got annexed. That was the war goal.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to swap back into Russia. Or, we can call it here for today.
It's 99.1% of the power lies with the Russian Orthodox Church. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Yeah, at that point, just go full charity hospitals, charity schools.
I was trying to get rid of the church.
And now they've gotten rid of you.
I've always wanted to do a Russian theocracy game. Like, this would be perfect to do that.
So where did my military go now that that's done? Is it just back home now?
Yes, it's been demobilized.
Okay, it's traveling home in a demobilized. I see it. Okay, cool. Good to know. Well, alright, I guess I'll save there.
Yay, we're almost done. But would y'all be able to send some troops to help me in my civil war?
What civil war?
The one that's coming up here in a little bit.
Yeah, I probably can, yeah.
Okay, cool. It'll be like maybe...
I think my troops are returning, but they should be back, I think.
It's still in the starting stages of revolution, but it's like, I literally have to get rid of welfare just to have money, so like, I have to do it.
Oh yeah, my troops are still in Crimea. And that's right. Alright, so I learned I have to build ports. Because I don't have enough supply to send troops overseas. And I have ports queued up, but I have other things queued up too that I'm doing. I have 8 pages of things queued up over like 3 years apparently. And that's with everything on steel frame. Alright, but it's a new day and a new recording session. Last time, Russia got deleted. But he's playing as the new Russia now. That was... I don't think he even realized... It sounded like he didn't even realize that was what was gonna happen from that war. Travis is so not into playing this game, he asked us if we could just put it on 4-speed, even though we're always busy. He just wants to get this over with as soon as possible. My military's returning from Crimea. I got a bunch of stuff queued up, so does my private industry. Honestly, how do I see that again? My private industry's got a lot of stuff queued up. A lot of it is overseas in their countries. Our nations tend to just be investing in each other. Chinese construction is investing in my country. Not all of it is private. Well, no. Manor houses versus financial districts. I guess it's just two different kinds of private. Still, the investment is mutual. And I think those private entities can allow for sell-offs to each other's private industries as well. I'm not really worried too much about it. Building is good no matter where it goes in our countries. 29 years remaining. Hopefully by today I will finally get peasants under 35%. They're at 37%. It's been going pretty well. I got investment banks. That's one more company. And it helps the urban center stuff be less crazy. Oh, can we sort by just productivity in general? Yeah. Looks like those textile mills have the highest potential productivity. Reduces radicals from standard of living, decreases. I mean, that sounds pretty good and definitely seems pretty high up. There's also the Japanese Steel Consortium. State construction efficiency. Wow, that would be very useful. Just in general, I tend to have pretty low of that, quite frankly. So let's go ahead and I want to establish that one. Yeah, state construction efficiency. And I mean, what other companies do I even have? Not very productive ones, like this one. Japanese Metalworks Army Offense is great and all, but I mean, look at that. I'd rather just disband that because it's not very productive. And it could be better. A bureaucracy bonus would be amazing, but it's kind of just like a stopgap at the end of the day. Military goods costs. And okay, I do like the idea of either getting this, which would reduce supply consumption, or this would reduce radicals. I feel like radicals are harder to manage overall, and you really want them to be lower. It's so productive as well, I guess. I don't know why. I'm not really sure. Would increase prosperity. A prosperity score can activate modifiers at 100 prosperity. I see. So it has to be a certain level high then to even have its bonuses, to even have its effects. So we do want to, I see, yeah, I see how that works. Okay. We want to go with the most productive things then, I suppose. I'm not sure really if there's a point to having it any lower. But I know by just picking these, you do get bonuses. I can't really go look at it from here, but you do get bonuses to throughput and etc. Like anything that's affected by that company. So that means we just also affected things right now in general. China, do you have migration?
Let me check. Hold on. I doubt it.
Because I was gonna say, I'm curious what your pops are doing. Like, do they go anywhere?
Well, I mean, yeah, they move around within the states, but nah, I still have no migration allowed.
Okay, yeah, that's me too. I wonder about Russia.
I have no migration control.
No migration controls?
No.
Oh, jeez. Do you get a lot of migrants from that?
58% is Russian.
That's pretty
I
low.
also have some 15% Ukrainian and some Polish.
Well, that makes sense.
Overall, it's okay. I think I started like this at the beginning.
Ah.
I mean, most European countries have no migration controls or like some migration.
I guess you could only receive like the non-discriminated pops from countries that have that anyway, or yours would need to align like with theirs anyway. If you're not in the same market. They can go between different markets, right?
Yes.
With the migration? Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of rivalries being declared and ended. Britain with Prussia, America with Mexico, but you know, that's just what God intended.
Someone needs to civilize that place of the earth.
You see, the Russian Orthodox Church has already gone from 99.9 to 83.5% power.
Yeah. I'm putting taxes on high and everything so they will hate the religion.
Yeah. Looks like they were the loser in the revolutionary struggle anyway, so the fact that they have so much power is kind of weird. Damn, we just have so much construction now. We're making all these different textile mills at once.
The industrialists are getting most of the power now.
That would be helpful,
Yeah,
anyway.
6% now.
Those government admins, too, when we get to it. And I think, yeah, we have a lot of bare resources there, and then the ports. We do have, now, that both of those other armies are built. So that's pretty good. Interesting, the death of your government got rid of all my Russian political lobbies. For and against.
Yeah, I think our alliance also.
Oh yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah, we hate each other right now.
Yeah, and our investment rights as well.
Yeah.
You know, let's get investment rights.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, no. Yes? Did that work? Like went away as I was about to click it. Alright, well there you go. Cool. I think our relations had like fallen off that much or something. I think you're out of influence for anything else.
I have 38 right now.
Yeah, no, that's low. Aniline unlocked. Synthetic plants. Unlocks synthetic plants building. Which is just another way to get dye. I don't know that I'm gonna make that specifically. Man, we really need clothing and we need coal. The clothing is being built right now. There is coal lined up as well, but this probably isn't even gonna be enough. I mean, how much do one of these, literally just one of these, produce anyway? Yeah, like 100? There's 6 of these being made. I need like even more than that. Where could we make good earnings from that? Definitely wants some in Chugoku. Where does Chugoku make? Just the lower ones? No, it makes luxury too. That's fine. Their price is high. I'll get that one up to 10. And then we could spread... we could put another one in Kansai. So, I don't know. That's like 6 more. Put that up to 12. And that probably still won't be enough, honestly. But hey, it'll hopefully do something. Do we have fertilizer queued up? I'm not sure if we have fertilizer queued up. Oh, we do. We're going to need more in the long run. And then more construction at some point. At some point as well. This is not that point, but at some point. For a shorter period of time, I could import from the American market some clothes. I'll do that. That could be temporarily beneficial. Some coal as well from the Russian market. We probably had that going or something as well. My Chinese trade routes really aren't doing too amazing. Just in the grand scheme of things. I'm not sure what I'm positive on. I'm positive on like iron, yeah, tools, even fish at this point. I wonder if there's any profit to be had in exporting fish, actually. Well, the Chinese market, where there's probably not enough food, could definitely benefit from fish. So I could try to activate something like that. There's also like softwood is doing decently well, but hardwood isn't. And I think I still need to change things over there anyway to also producing hardwood. There is, but oof, it's scary. Because if I turn this over right here, 421 less softwood to make some hardwood. We're going to do that, actually. We'll do that. It's not, like, amazing, but it'll be helpful, at the very least. It'll make it all self-sufficient, at least for now. So, we are making so much tobacco. I do wonder if there's anything we could get from exporting tobacco. Now, the productivity on that doesn't look too good. We just made a bunch more trade routes. We'll see how these grow, what these add up to. We're already importing clothes from China, but I don't think China really makes enough, or they just don't compete as well with America. You got to keep an eye on that, probably. But at this point, you know, I would just like a good deal, because we weren't even importing enough. If we've been importing and it's this bad, then we're not importing enough, clearly. Who deserves the credit? Pop Attraction, the Heyman, or the Shogunate? Jeez. The Shogunate is not that powerful. The Heyman are quite powerful, but I don't like the Shogunate. They're never on my side. I'd rather give the credit to the farmers. Yeah, sure. Money, we are just, even with welfare, we're just skyrocketing in money. And so this is one thing, sort of. One thing that government admins could be helpful for is allowing me to increase my institutions, which in some cases can consume money. Namely, things like Social Security with the welfare payments, but I don't want to like buff this up. We already went from paying nothing to 20% of someone's wage. That's kind of crazy. One thing I could do with some of that money is try to make more government admins. I know I could use the bureaucracy. Definitely for these institutions, not even the taxing, but we're almost at that breaking point of peasants where this could start being profitable, theoretically. I'll throw 5 more in Kansai at the end of the queue, and then by that point we probably want to focus some more stuff on military. Oh,
There we go.
Yeah, I see
Alright.
it. The play. Well, my army needs a new leader. They're not up to snuff.
I guess they got none of my military. They got all of my professional troops. Okay, that's nice.
Direct and supply requisitions expert. This guy seems pretty good. We'll recruit this guy. Sure. Why not? He seems pretty nice. And I'm going to need more armies, or to make the armies that I've already made here bigger. They're only infantry right now. They're at some point going to need artillery if they want to go on any offensive. Or I could just keep making defensive ones. I'd probably make these ones offensive as well. Out of all of them. Yeah. So this is the Kyushu army. We want 5 cavalry from Kyushu. And then we're going to want just like a fuck ton of artillery from Kyushu, and that is going to be shift click for 5 and then control click the rest of the way, and Kyushu will be maxed out. Now, you know, hopefully we make everything we need for that. It's primarily just artillery input, but ammunition input will become a part of that eventually. We do have a lot of artillery foundries, and they are not a lot. The private industry must have made some of these. I definitely did not. They're not even filling their jobs, so yeah, I think we have enough. Same thing with this, the munitions plant. They're not really filling their jobs. There'd probably be room for like 1 more once it's time to actually convert all of those. So I don't mind putting like +1 at or not even at Kansai, actually. Not even +1 at Kansai specifically. But if I look at, where is it? Not arms industries, not explosives. Where are you hiding from me? Munitions, not ammunition, munitions. Then, by that point, you know, having one in Kyushu, and also one in Hokkaido eventually would be good. And I could just build those in advance, realistically. I don't even know if we do have at least 1 artillery foundry in Hokkaido. I could stick 1 in Kyushu, even though I don't think we're really going to need it. And then fertilizer makes the world go round, so let's probably place another fertilizer, let's say in Kyushu. That seems fine. It's 1 more fertilizer there. Kyushu's gonna have some big infrastructure problems, honestly. So is Hokkaido. We've already built any railways. They might still be going. There are railways lined up here already in the queue, and then a lot of the ports are going in Kyushu, not really into Hokkaido. No, there's some going into Hokkaido, so that will help that as well when we get to that on the queue. And right now the queue is 3 years ahead, and our shortages on things like glass, coal, and fertilizer make building any more of this steel building difficult. But we've just gotten here, and we've just like more than doubled our construction, so we just need a moment for that to catch up, because it's just on this next page here. After those railways, we have glass works, steel mills, oh yeah, that's right, explosives factories as well. At this point, we have much more of an excess of fish than we have of meat in general. I wonder if we could swap the food industries over to canned fish instead. We'd get some meat back, which would absolutely deflate the price of it. And I am currently trying to export fish, and I am exporting quite a lot, which is part of it. That meat being freed up down the line could help with things like military. So I think I don't really mind that idea. United Front, 2 Sicilies. That's funny. I think it's worth trying. I think that it's worth trying. Eventually, you need both of them anyway for vacuum packaging, vacuum canning, but we don't really have that. This would be more productive right now. We'll swap those over and kind of see what they do. You know, with the way our population is going, we're getting close to the point where we're kind of already
able to join in.
At the point where water tube boiler and other forms of automation that lower the amount of jobs required would actually start being useful as we're starting to run out of peasants. And this percentage is going down, so I'll be looking at that as we progress through this as well. But of course, you know, less than 30 years remaining, so we'll see how that goes. Oh, you got Spain? Spain's your ally?
I guess so. I don't remember that happening.
When the hell did you get Spain as an ally?
I
have joined the war.
Alright.
And I can mobilize now.
Oh, they're guaranteeing my independence. That's why.
Oh. That makes sense. Let's mobilize my troops.